There was a study done at Queen's University in Canada that said something like the average person has 6,000 thoughts a day. So imagine over the course of however much time that you're awake, having 6,000 thoughts or questions floating around in your head. Now, I have no idea what kind of people were part of that survey. Like, it didn't say anywhere in the study anything about that. However, I've got to imagine that somebody who lives a very, very active lifestyle has more thoughts than somebody who's just sitting in front of the TV all day. I mean, that just makes sense, right? So, like somebody who's an investor in stocks, they may ask themselves 30, 40, 50 times over the course of a minute, is that stock going to go up? Is this stock going to go up? Is that stock going to go up? But somebody who is just sitting down in front of a TV and very sedentary all day, somebody who's already given over control of their mind to whatever they're zoned out watching, that kind of a person's only question might be something like, well, when's my next bag of chips going to get here? So I'm not really quite sure how they balanced all that out in the study. But I don't care how many questions you ask yourself during the day. If you're in business, the more times you ask yourself the question, why, the more successful your company's going to be. Because without a doubt, the single most important question in business is why. In fact, this spans to every area of your life, not just in business, but for now, let's just focus on business, and you could extrapolate this into every area of your life after you learn what I'm about to tell you. So think about the question why. Because if you want to increase your sales, for example, one of the easiest ways of doing that is to ask why people have bought from you in the past or why they buy from your competition. Like maybe go out there and survey every one of your current and past buyers and ask them why they bought from you, and then do more of whatever they told you helped convert them into a customer. But let's look at the other side of the coin, because the easiest way to initially make a sale or to convince anybody of almost anything is to have a wonderful, what I call reason why they should buy from you right now. For example, if you're running a sale, more people will take advantage of that sale if you give them a reason why that you're running that particular sale. That's why Black Friday sales or anniversary sales or holiday sales or President's Day sales or whatever, they do so much better than just putting a sign out that says sale with no reason why for that sale. Because it's human nature, right? Human nature tells people to be very leery or cautious when somebody tries to give them something at a discount. And you could easily and quickly and freely overcome that in an instant by telling them the reason why you're running that particular sale. And if you know anything about your prospect, it gets even better, because then you could personalize the reason why that they should purchase from you to their exact needs. And then your conversion significantly goes up. In fact, I would argue that anybody who does not buy from you simply didn't see a big enough reason why that they needed your product or service right then and there. Let me give you an example. If you sell tires, let's say for example, and somebody drove in and they asked you for the price on tires, right? One of the biggest reasons why they should buy might be because of the fact that their current tires are bald and dry and cracking and ready to freaking pop. That's a very realistic reason why. But I wouldn't stop there. I would give them another reason why to purchase today, like a discount. Maybe if they buy 3 tires, they get the 4th one free. And then give them another reason why, because the absolute best way to sell anybody anything is to touch them on 3 different levels. So your third reason might be to offer some kind of a guarantee that if they buy today, not only will they drive away with brand new, non-cracked tires, and they'll save money, but you'll guarantee those tires that'll last for, 3 years or whatever the normal tire lasts for. I'm not really up to date on tire guarantees right now. But anyway, I said the easiest way, or one of the easiest ways to initially make a sale is to tell your prospect or your audience the reason why you're running a sale. But there's another amazingly powerful way to increase sales that's directly linked to asking or answering the question, why? And that's by using testimonials and showing people why others are happily doing business with you. But most businesses get this part all wrong. They literally just throw out any testimonials on whatever, a postcard or on a website or on a TV commercial, and that rarely boosts conversion. It may boost it a very, very little bit just because you have sheer testimonials on there, but general testimonials rarely work. The only testimonials that really work are the ones that answer the question in your prospect's mind of why they should trust you and buy from you today, which means you'll need different testimonials for your ads to get them to trust you enough, right, to trust that ad enough to go over to your store or to your website, and then different testimonials on your website or in your store to convert them from a prospect into a sale or into a customer. And then different testimonials after the sale to maybe get them to upgrade or to go onto a subscription with you. And all this works not because you're conniving in your marketing, but because you're answering the question why that your prospect has in their head exactly when they have that question. Now, I hope that makes sense. But if it doesn't, let me know in the comments below, and I'll log in there and I'll answer whatever I can. Now, there's a lot of questions we ask ourselves in business every single day. In fact, probably you've asked yourself 100 questions even before you get to the office. But if you get into the habit of asking and always forcing yourself to answer that question why, I promise you everything in business will improve. Whether that's in your marketing like we talked about today, or your team development, or your negotiations with vendors, or even the color palette that you use on your website or on the walls of your office. Everything gets better. Now, I've uploaded a bunch of videos on YouTube and also posted on Instagram, and we're also filming a pack of other videos in the next couple of days about other questions to ask yourself, both as an entrepreneur and as a CEO, to help you become a better leader and to scale faster in this new economy. So please subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss getting any of that content, because the questions that we ask ourselves determine how our day is going to go every day. And if you have other questions for me or topics that you want me to cover in future videos, either tell me in the comments here or jump over to my website, chrisguerriero.com, and hit the button at the top that says, Ask Chris your question. We'll put something like that in the description so that you know how to do that. I see all those questions that come in, and they all get answered. In fact, every single morning, my team and I devote probably about 10 or 15 minutes to a rapid-fire answer session, and I go through and I answer as many questions as I can, and they take notes, and then they send my replies to everybody who's asked anything. So if you ask me a question over there and you don't hear back from me that day, just know that your question will wind up in front of me very, very soon, and you'll get a reply straight from my mouth. So go ahead. Subscribe now, hit the bell notification, and if you got value from this video, please give it a thumbs up because that supports the channel a lot. And then jump over to the website and start a conversation by hitting the Ask Chris button.